Hey everybody, my name is Michelle Angelique, and this is Shitfest. Why Shitfest? Because there's a lot of shit to talk about, except for talking about other people's shit. We need to talk about our own shit, what's going on, how we break it down so we can fucking move forward, because we ain't getting anywhere fast the way we're doing things, cutting each other down, ridiculing. Nobody can tell the difference between who's right, who's wrong, where's the lie, where's the truth. What else we got? Contradiction within ourselves. Since we can't spot it, we can't see contradiction in other people because we've been entrained to accept contradiction as a way of life in our reality. And I want to spot some things out to help us get a better picture, a more clear understanding of what that means and why it's so fucking critical to be able to break that down within ourselves so that we can have a very clear focus picture of where we got to go forward, because we got a lot of fucking deception in absolutely every layer of our reality, period. And until we learn how to break that down on the outside, we ain't gonna get nowhere. But the trick is we gotta be able to break it down first from the inside. And that's the shit is the hard part, because you gotta face yourself, you gotta walk through your own fire, you gotta go through your own shit that nobody wants to see. But when you do, you become a real badass. You become the real definition of what a bad, tough motherfucker is, because you get to see what it feels like to have to break your own shit down that you've been given to everybody because of the shit that you've been given since you were a kid. We all go through this domino effect, but it's about somebody somewhere at some time in our generations has to say enough is enough. We stop right here. I'm gonna be that domino. I'm gonna be that domino that says we're gonna stop right here. Shit has been wrong, but it's gonna change in this generation because we ain't got nothing left if we don't. The next generation, I don't think we'll make 2 generations if we don't do something to make a change right now. We got stuff hitting us from every direction that's I don't even know where to begin. I need a list. I need a list just to make sure I can break it all down because it's so much. And I probably don't even have to explain to anybody. All I gotta do is be living in this reality right now in these times, and we can see all the real heavy shit that our world is going through and the people in it. No matter what race, no matter what nation, we're all getting hit by the same thing. Frustrations, anger, animosities, imbalances, disorders, dysfunctions, fucking starvation. I mean, the list just goes on. The weather, my God, contaminations. Do this shit right here. Talk about contamination. I'll be getting on that. What that is a heavy metals in our system that if I'm not living it, I would have a very hard time understanding how to process it. But ain't nothing like living something, going through it, and coming out and finding out the solutions for it. Life has hit me as it hits pretty much everybody pretty hard, and it's about what we do with those hardships. What comes out, what springs from us. Do we grow or do we break? Do we break and then grow in a new direction? That's my philosophy. I might get broken down, but I'm coming up in a new direction, stronger, better. I might look like shit, fuck, especially in these times right now. It's very painful what I'm going through, but there's people going through it worse, so it's just something we gotta work through. We gotta get on top of. No time for fucking slacking. We gotta get on our mission. We gotta have a drive. We gotta have a direction. We gotta know where the fuck we're going, because things are just not all right. And until we can fix it within ourselves, we ain't gonna be able to fix nothing on the outside. And being in the outside world, that's why I feel so fucking impossible, because we haven't learned to fix what's going on the inside. It's hard for me to preach that when I got this shit going on in my face and my skin. It looks like I'm unhealthy as fuck. But this is actually an environmental problem I got going on, or we got going on. I'm just a fucking expression of it. My body's rejecting the heavy metals that are in the atmosphere, and between all the electrical signals of Wi-Fi, especially the 5G here in California. Just fucking, it's like a magnet, just constantly pulling out metal fibers out my face. I got a collection of them. Just because seeing is believing. I had them put under a microscope and it's just fucking blue and red wires, just some crazy shit. And there's some stuff I can't even talk about because it's that crazy. It's hard for me to even process what's going on. But it's about building up, not breaking down. We got to come up with some solutions. So Shitfest is to cut through the bullshit, get straight to the shit that we need to get to without any motherfuckers coming and interfering, talking shit. Because I'm ready to break those motherfuckers down. If anybody wants to come up and step up, I'll help you see your own shit. Welcome to Shitfest.